Welcome to the 8th video in the Simblee for Mobile tutorial series. In this video we are going to look at finishing out the draw text and draw rect functions that we've already seen in some of the previous videos. We've seen almost all of the arguments that you can pass into them, but they each have a couple more that we can play with, and I just want to highlight those before we move on to the next UI elements. So we've got basically a skeleton bit of code here. Everything that we were using on the screen and the UI function has been deleted between begin screen and end screen, and then I changed the name of the device. Neither of those things are necessarily required, but if you want to start from scratch, I recommend it. So let's start off with a Simblee, not all caps, Simblee for mobile. Draw text. And let's throw this right close to the middle of the screen here. That'll be our string that we display. This is text. And we've seen color get passed in, so we'll call it blue. And the last thing is the text size. So just like if in Microsoft Word or whatever document editor you like to use, you have a font size. Well, this has a font size as well. So let's go ahead and throw in the last argument here is font size. Make it 36. We'll do that exact same thing here. We won't pass in the font size so that we can compare them, and we'll draw them a little bit apart from each other. And then the last thing I want to do with text is using font size. We'll change the color as well. And I want to show you that you don't have to pass a string into this part of the argument. You can display a number if you would like. So we can do 1024. 10-bit. Sounds good. So here we should, we'll change the location on the screen. So we should have 3 lines. This is text in blue with a 36 font. This is text in blue with a default font, which we'll see is smaller than 36. And then the last one is the digits 1024, the number 1024, in green below those and even larger. Oh, and I forgot that there is indeed one more thing here that I want to show on the screen. We can do this as text, and we can throw in the new line, there's an ASCII character there, which is \n, and then we can say this is a new line. All right, we'll take the 36 out of there as well, and we'll draw it in red. So we should have 4 lines of text, and they should all be just a little different. And we're going to pay close attention to the size parameter and the new line character here. All right, let's look at it on the Simblee. So now looking down at our phone, we'll open Simblee up, we'll connect to it, and there we go. We have, it's drawn over a little bit too far to the right, so it runs off the screen here. But this top line is the size 36 text. I want to say that it's 36 point text. I don't know if that's the case, so I'm just going to call it size 36. And you can definitely see that this is the default and being about maybe half the size of size 36. And then here is the number that we wrote in instead of a text string, 1024 in green. And below that we have the multi-line string. So this is text, exclamation point, and then we threw in the new line character, the \n, and then on a new line it wrote, this is a new line. So there you go. Those are all of the, the last bits of the text function that I wanted to show. Now we're going to move into the draw rect function. So the last argument that I want to show, the last feature of the rectangle function, is a gradient. So just like before, we'll pass in our origin, and then width, and then height, and then so far we've shown it passing in a single color, and that makes the whole rectangle that color. Well, if we pass in a second color, it will create a gradient, a transition through the rectangle in color. So white being the first color is going to be the top color in the rectangle, and blue is going to be the bottom color, and the whole rectangle is going to be a gradient displaying those two colors. So let's show that in action. Alright, we'll open it, and we'll get an error. I've been getting this a lot today, so let's see if it will connect. You saw me, I just dismissed the app and reopened it. Wait a few seconds here. Try it again. Alright, it's gonna go. There we go. Okay, so we started with, the first color was white in the function, so it's white at the top. And then we said blue, blue at the bottom, and it's a gradient, so it's fading into from white into blue, or if you want to think of it in reverse, that's your idea. There you go. That's the last part of the rectangle function that I wanted to show, or the draw rect function that I wanted to show. So next we're going to move into the two more interactive elements, the button and the switch. So hope you'll watch that one too. Thanks. Bye.